Hello, everybody. Welcome to the Texas Hot Spot. And it's Friday, so you know it's Friday Night Fire, where we get down and dirty, do a little bit of spicy stuff. We have fun. Sometimes we do trivia. Sometimes we just get spicy. Sometimes we invite special guests on to get to know a little bit more about them. And that's what we're doing tonight. Tonight we got a very special guest. But before we get into that, I want to welcome everybody. I hope everybody's had a great week. It's Friday. It's Friday night. It's time to calm down. There's a boxing fight tonight between Jake Paul and Nate Diaz, if you guys are into that sort of thing. So if you're not, tune in here. We'll be here for at least the next hour, entertaining you the best we can. If you're in the Chili community, we welcome you as always. Let's bring in my co-host. He is the co-host with the most. A1 since day one. He is here, and he is queer. Bring him on in. What's up, honey boy?
What's up, Zach?
How you doing, buddy?
Good.
By queer, I mean happy.
Well, yeah, I just got engaged to a woman.
You did? When was this? Yesterday?
Yeah.
All right, well, how did you ask her?
She asked me.
Hey, does she also hold you up?
She pretty much told me, she said she's ready to get married. And I said, well, because we've been wearing our rings for quite a while now.
Does she also hold you up against the wall and you wrap your legs around her when you kiss her?
That's how we make love.
Well, hey, congratulations for sure.
Yeah, man, I'm excited.
Congratulations, man. We'll give you a round of applause.
Thank you, brother.
Happy engagement to you guys, and I hope the best, man. I'm pretty sure it's going to be a happy. You guys are always happy together. I'm sure.
Oh yeah, we're perfect together. She's my yang and I'm the yin, or something like that.
No, it goes yin. You're the yin. She's the yang.
I think it's yin.
Yin yang.
Yin and yang.
Whatever. We'll let the bygones be bygones there.
Anyway,
let's bring in our next guest. Or not our next guest, our next co-host of the show, because he's here every week.
Yeah, PB.
He said a little bit to drink tonight. It's Friday, guys. You know, he's had a little bit to drink tonight. Ain't nothing wrong with that.
It's fine. I've had a couple.
We love him. What's up, Pepper Bay? We love you, buddy.
What's up, guys? Hey, you know, when there's a fire close to your house, you're gonna have a couple beverages. That is what it is.
Oh, so. Be careful, man. How close is that fire?
So far, we're so good. Honestly, it might bring a little bit of excitement tonight. We'll see.
Dang, I would hate to see some flames coming through your camera. You know, that would suck.
Yeah, hey, your neighbor's house might go on fire. We could do a raffle for you.
Listen, on my left is I'm very lucky. On my left is a parking lot as my neighbor, and my right, I actually don't have a neighbor. So, as far as my left and right, I don't have neighbors. So I'm pretty much living the good life right now. So hopefully nothing changes on that.
I've seen around you. There ain't a whole lot to burn.
That's much.
It's a lot of sagebrush.
All right, yes, let's not delay this. Our guest.
Yeah.
He's sitting backstage. We want to pull him in. We want to hang out with him, talking to him. So
talking about the legend.
Without further ado, my co-host Brandon, take it away, man.
The guy that we are about to interview, he means a lot to me. He's a really good friend of mine. He's kind of a mentor in a way. I have a lot of respect for this guy, and if you don't know him, where have you been? Let's bring him in. Farmer Jay.
Hey, what's up, guys?
What's up, Jared?
What's cracking, lacking? Hey, you as well. You as well.
What's up, Groovy Lava Squirrel Medic in the house? What's up, Travis?
What's up, Travis?
Yeah, he's enjoying retirement. I see his long hair and his long beard. But what's up, Farmer Jay? Welcome.
Oh, man, killing, drinking a 40.
We got to also introduce Hope. Hope is by his side. I forgot to tell Brandon that Hope was by his side.
Oh, yes.
Yep.
Hope, everybody.
Yeah. The better half, if I can say, actually.
The better half. And she's a stronghold in everything that I do. Like, I'm talking about as far as inspiration. I got my friends and my support system, but if you don't have that support system at home, then you're nothing.
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. I love that, we talk about that constantly here on Friday Night Fire, is that our better halves are really the ones that, if even if you have a better half or a family system or a friend system that you have friends, there's usually someone that's, keeping you going, because we're all, it says every time we read one of these, and it says we are of sane mind, but we all need help.
Yeah, when I first started doing challenges, she would get all concerned and stuff when I was hurting. Like the first time I did the Choco challenge was my first like thing I did by myself. The I don't remember what year it was, but anyways, I ate it, but I hadn't eaten anything that day. Like no prep, no nothing. We had just gone from church, and I'm like, "Hey, I'm gonna eat this." She's like, "Okay." And then I proceeded to die in the bed for the next 30 minutes. And so we had to Google what the heck was happening to me. And she's like, "You have capsaicin cramps." And I'm like, "I feel like I'm dying." He said, "This says you're going to be okay."
Yeah. What was she reading? A book by Tony over there?
You'll be fine. So now she just, I'll be like in the floor balled up or whatever, or throw it up in the trash can. She's like, "Oh, she'll just step over me." Whatever. And then my kids will be like, "What's wrong with Daddy?" She's like, "Oh, he ate spicy."
Yeah.
So.
It does take a few months for your loved ones around you to get used to it. You can't, for a while they're kind of confused. What's wrong with Dad? What's wrong with Zach? What's wrong? He's always throwing up, and he's always on the floor with his stomach hurting. And he's always ordering these spicy
collateral
things.
damage too, like kids getting into spicy stuff on accident.
Definitely.
See, look, Grog.
Plus the spicy PTSD. A kid shows up at a restaurant and they think spicy, like, I'm just kidding.
He says he misses the challenges sometimes. Travis, we're here every Friday, bud. If you want to go ahead and order one of them challenges to get back into it, or if you got one laying around, man, just hit me up, man. We'd love to have you on the show. We do challenges every week.
Yeah, and Travis, these creators lately have done such a phenomenal job about putting stuff out for new chili heads and stuff, for reintroduction of chili heads. So they've got some stuff out that's not going to absolutely kill you all night long. You can get your nice burn, enjoy dinner, get a nice burn, hang out with some friends, and then sleep all night. So, they've made it a lot better for us. Because y'all remember, guys, when we first came in, it was either freaking all the way or nothing at all. And you're like,
full throttle or nothing.
Yeah.
I like these medium, or there's still challenges, but they're not, you can sleep on it,
My favorite challenge is one that I can do a nice prep with, do the challenge, get a nice burn with, and not hurt all night long.
Yeah.
Bingo. If I get up at twice in one night, okay. All right.
Yeah.
No big deal. But anything more than that, it's like, all right, let's bump up the points on this one for sure.
Oh man, I've cramped all night before, and then finally about 7 o'clock the next morning, finally throw up, and that's the only way it ended.
Yeah. Yeah. So speaking of challenges, moving on with this getting to know you, can we talk a little bit about this?
Yeah. What's up with that?
Well, it seems to have your picture on it right here. So yeah, man. What if you could just walk us through the inspiration that led to this, and then the collaboration and the partnership with you and Mr. Ethan Rivera, who I was trying to get to come to the show tonight. He said he had to work tonight. But
he works for the Cleveland Metro Parks Zoo, and they've got a special event tonight from 4 p.m. to 1 a.m.
Gotcha.
So he wasn't able to make it. Okay, so Cap Gun, basically, I was sitting there and I was driving home from Jackson, Tennessee one night, and Ethan was a 911 dispatcher on working overnights. So that's how we became friends. I worked overnights, he worked overnights, and we were messaging back and forth. I was like, we need a challenge. We need something that's going to bring the community together, something everybody can do. And he's like, okay, what do you have in mind? I was like, well, like a shot glass, maybe some hot sauce, maybe a Robbie, a Chink, maybe some Pow. he's like, well, why don't we do it kind of like a snake bite? And I'm like, what's a snake bite? And he explained to me the licking I guess it would be margarita salt or salt, and then shooting like a tequila shot, a snake bite or something like that. But anyways, I'm like, you know what? I like that, but why don't we put Tink on and then put Pow on? And he's like, directly in your skin? And I'm like, yeah, why not? It's a challenge, right? So that's how that came about. And I was like, what are we going to call it? And then we went back and forth with names, and finally we came up with Cap Gun. And guys, it got so freaking, like, the moment we dropped it, it was so popular, you couldn't even get a spot to go live. It was nuts. And then so people wanted more, so we redefined it and made it a little bit harder. So we ended up having like 3 different levels. So eventually its thing just kind of whirlwind into this huge community bringing together, and it was beautiful. It was fun. It really brought Chasing Capsaicin alive, and it was a lot of fun. Well, Sean Overthrow come to me, and he's like, what do you think about me making this legit challenge? And I was like, well, how are you going to do it? And we broke down, like, because you have to have an alcohol license to sell any kind of alcohol. So we decided to go with a balsamic vinegar, and he kind of changed some things. But what was cool about it is we were using Super Hot Pow and the Cap Gun homemade challenges, where the Cap Gun Alpha and Omega Cap Gun challenge that you have with League of Fire, it's a mixture of like 10 or 15 different seasonings. So it attacks every part of your mouth. And yeah, it's kind of nuts. But so yeah, me and Ethan, we just bounced ideas off each other, bop, 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 and then it emerged.
Heck yeah, man.
I for a while there, before Crazy J and Annie, when he did his 10 days, for a while there, I held the record for the for the men doing the Cap Gun. Obviously, for a reason, one of my favorite challenges. It's fun to do. It's not overly spicy. You can totally do multiples thereof if you've been doing challenges for a while. But I also just realized that I jumped ahead, but we were talking about challenges, so I thought I'd just knock that out. I really wanted you to introduce yourself, Hope, please introduce yourself too, and after he's done, and give the audience or in us like a rundown of what Alpha and Omega Sauce is, how it got its humble beginnings, what it's some of the notable things that it's done that you would like to talk about real quick, and where Alpha and Omega Sauces is going.
Okay, so we first started growing Super Hots in 2018, and I started out buying some ghost pepper seeds off of eBay, whatever, like we all usually normally do, and I couldn't get them to sprout. So I joined Pepper Lovers community, and I was looking for help there, and I found Jimmy Pickles and bought a bunch of seeds from him because he was like, oh, you buy 3, get 2 free. And I'm like, okay, give me the needle. It's like, okay, let's do this. So we initially were going to have 2 ghost pepper plants. Our first year, we ended up having 75 plants in our pepper garden. So we had a pepper garden of 75 plants, then an accompanying garden of okra and tomatoes and other things such. So I'm sitting there like, I got to tell you a funny story real quick. So the first time Hope ever tried a Super Hot, I had planted some peppers that are called actually cachuchas, which are like a dulce pepper. It's a sweet pepper, but they kind of are really similar to a 7-pot brown, okay, in shape. So we go out. You're getting ahead of me, Pepper Bay. So we go out to the garden. I'm like, babe, you've got to try this sweet pepper, right? And she's like, okay. I mean, how hot is it? I'm like, no, it's not bad. It's supposed to be just a nice, pleasant sweet pepper. And she's like, okay. I pull this pepper off. She dies like instantly. She's like, what did you do to me? I had accidentally gave her a 7-pot brown because my labels got mixed up. So, and of course, me being a new grower, I'm like, the tag says 7-pot brown. That's a 7-pot brown. Somebody else says jalapeno. No, that's 7-pot brown. Look at the tag. So I burned her completely down. So anyways, I got out there in the garden, and of course you can't grow all this stuff without sampling it. And, I'd burn myself a little bit and see how long I could go without running for milk. And I was like, I had all these peppers, guys. And I'm like, what am I going to do with these? And I was like, I guess I can try to make a hot sauce. Why not, right? So I looked up how to make hot sauce, and I'm like, no pH meter, nothing, man. I'm just going blah 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 blah. Cook, bottle. Yeah, that seems safe. Eating it on everything. And I'm like, you know what? That's kind of good. Let me see what else I can do. So I started coming up with tomato-based recipes. Those are my absolute favorite to cook because they can pair with just about anything, not only pastas, but your fried foods and so forth and so on, potatoes, macaroni and cheese, etc. So I started making tomato-based sauces, and I came out with a sauce called Creepin' Reaper. And in my mind, at this point in time, I would make a 12-bottle batch, but I'd only use like 20 Reapers. Okay, so in my mind, I'm like, that's freaking hot, So I go to my buddy David Blue. Some of y'all might know David Blue. So I go to him and I'm like, hey man, I got this sauce. He's like, let me buy some bottles off you. And I was like, okay. So he gave me like a $10 bill for a couple of bottles, and then I took him some plants and everything, got him into growing. But I was like, we could actually do something with this because not everybody uses tomatoes in their sauces. Your main mash bill is going to be your vinegar, garlic, peppers, carrots, again, so forth and so on. That's your general all-purpose bill. And I'm like, we could do something different with this. So we did what just anybody else would do is, they get their pH meter, they research how to do this safely and keep everybody safe. And then we started slinging it online, in Facebook groups, this and that, and making us a little money. Well, I found out that's illegal. You cannot do that. So I went to strictly donations. Like, I'm going to give you this free bottle of sauce. If you want to sling something to me, great. This is how much it costs me on shipping. If you pay me something, you do. If you don't, whatever. I don't care. Because I didn't want to be that guy getting fined. I didn't want that. And also, when I first started doing this, yeah, you're like, I can make some money doing this. But once you get into the community and start meeting these people, they're like, oh, how do I pay you? And you're like, man, shut up, man, I got you. That's the way it ends up being.
I feel that.
That's the way it ends up being. And then you're spending in 2020, guys. I'm not going to be like going specifics, but hoping I spent a lot of money on shipping and stuff like that. And you're just like, it adds up so fast.
I know what to
talk. So, yeah, it adds up so fast. And then you're like, sometimes you can make agreements and then you go think later, you're like, I really don't have money for that. But we're going to do it anyway because I made the agreement. So we've all been in that situation as well. So yeah, that's kind of how we got started, and then we went to donations only. And so in 2020, after COVID hit, Arkansas state legislature passed cottage law for high acidic foods.
Yeah,
and they kept it, so we can now cook, bottle, and sell hot sauce legally in the state of Arkansas.
Hell yeah, man. So that actually,
Colorado follows suit.
It would have to. Well, real quick, who's that lovely lady next to you?
Oh, it's my wonderful wife, Hope. We've been together 10 years, married 9. We have 4 kids. We both have full-time jobs. She also goes to school, and this is my everything. This is my support system. It's my best friend. If I need something, I holler at her. If I need a pimple popped, I holler at her. That's the relationship we have. And I cook. I come up with the recipes. I cook. She gets all the bottles and everything ready, and I fill, and she caps everything, hot bottle flip, and then she helps me label and distribute. Some days she sat down at the kitchen table when we have a big batch of soy drop, and she sat there, 4 or 5 hours shipping.
Yeah. So yeah, it's a well-greased machine, you and her.
It has to be. It has to be, because
it's really an inspiration, man. Me and Nikki, try to strive for the same stuff. Like, she helps me out a lot when we do our batches and stuff. She helps me cook, and she really likes doing it, and it's fun, man, to be able to share something like that with your spouse. It's fun, man. I'm glad you have that, man.
Yeah, me too.
Being able to share the excitement with somebody else that you care about it's fun because we first started talking about slinging sauces on a bigger level and legally here in Arkansas, and she got excited. I got excited, and that was fun.
Yeah, that's good. I love the relationship you guys have. You guys show, obviously, for the people that may have been watching and follow Farmer Jay online, and Hope has been gone for the last week with something, and Farmer Jay held the fort down, taking care of those little girls, did a great job. Not so good at doing hair, but he did a great job, man. Obviously, you have a wonderful, loving family over there, and we love to see it. So moving into what Brandon said, how of an inspiration you are to this community, and not only to this community, but I'm also going to just speak on my own account here. A little over 3 years ago, a little boy named Zachary Goop decided to get some spicy challenges because he was bored of COVID was bored. He got laid off. And he started doing some spicy. Oh, this is a story, by the way. Once upon a time. Anyways, he started doing a couple spicy challenges, but he never thought for a million years, even though with a culinary background, he never really put two and two together. Like, hey, maybe one day I'll make some sauces or products for my friends or anything. It was all about the spicy challenges and just taking up my time. But one day I got a message out of the blue. And it was from Farmer Jay, probably about 3 years ago now today, to be honest with you, a while ago. And it was a message asking for permission. And this is how special that this sauce is to me. It always stays in my hot sauce holster from Candigator Steve. But asking for permission to make a sauce because he just loved the name of it. And he had an idea for it. And I was like, man, I'm really wanting a really hot sauce. And he's like, dude, I got you. And he proceeded to make the original I Am Goot hot sauce.
That was a fun one.
Yeah, from Alpha and Omega. If you look, I still have some left here. And for you and everybody watching right now, I haven't tasted this. I haven't tasted this in probably like 2 years. I don't know. It doesn't
smell it first. Smell it first.
Chug.
Hot sauce is pretty safe, but it can expire.
Yeah, it's expired. It's expired. Sauce does expire, guys.
Yeah.
Sauce. Put a little vinegar in here, but you're fine.
So I will not be tasting it. Unfortunately, that was my idea. But let's talk about this real quick. This was honestly the very first sauce with my name and/or likeliness on the bottle. Every single sauce since then that I've ever produced or made because of you inspired me to do so has had my likeliness or name on it because of you.
Yeah.
So I just wanted to say right now in front of everybody, thank you so much for doing that for me. It meant so much to me. It inspired me to keep going and making sauces and products. And that's just the kind of guy you are, man. You're an inspiration. You help out others. So can you speak on that for us real quick?
Yeah. Do you ever feel like you have a lot of eyes on you? Like,
no, actually, there for a second it felt like I did, and that was when the cap gun had gotten real popular and Chasen was booming, and I'm just like, I would really, really like to be able to touch every person, and get to know them, on a personal level. But after that, everything calmed down. And from that, and I don't feel the eyes. I don't feel that. I just started doing my own thing. I did my own thing. If I felt like it was laid on my heart to help somebody, and then I did. What I try to do every day, and you might do this too, is go through your friends in your head and reach out to each 3 of them every day and just check in and say, how are you doing today? I just had you on my heart. Do that every day. As long as you can do that, then you might save a bullet. You may save a life.
Very true.
It only takes a second. So, no, I don't feel like I have eyes on me. I don't feel like I don't feel like that I have followers. I just feel like that I have my friends and my family, and we all hang out and we do stuff, and we bounce ideas off each other and make funny jokes.
Hell yeah, man.
Yeah, absolutely.
I feel all that.
Zach, I would love to say something right now, brother.
Absolutely. Go ahead. Hey, Pepper Bay, it's all yours.
We're, no matter what the name of the organization or what it's become, I think we're all very blessed to become a part of an organization in a period of time where it was very early on in the Chili Head community, and no matter what has taken place since then, I was very appreciative to be a part of that movement because of the individuals that were taking place in that, and I will hold those days very close to my heart until the day I leave this earth.
Because of the people.
Because of the people, exactly. And Farmer Jay, I hope to meet you in person one day, brother. To show you the kind of appreciation you deserve, so I can pick you up in a big giant bear hug and pick you up off the ground, brother. Because I don't know what else you deserve, but the utmost highest praise. You're a wonderful individual. You have married a wonderful individual as well. Your family is beautiful beyond means, inside and out, and what you bring to this community is something that will never be felt again, man. And we appreciate you for everything you bring today, tomorrow, and yesterday. And thank you for everything you do for the community, brother. For real, we can't thank you enough, man.
Well, those are such kind words, and I don't even really have a rebuttal or just thank you. If you can make somebody's day a little bit better each day, you don't know what that person is going through that day. And I haven't always been this way, guys. I was a selfish person. I was a amphetamine addict. I was an everything addict. I wanted to have fun. I was selfish, and she married me when I was that person. So, she saw the full transition, and she's the one. How can I say this politely? That your spouse is the one who catches your hell.
Yeah.
100%.
Yeah.
Nobody else is going to see that, because once you walk out that front door in the morning to go to work or do whatever you're doing, you're going to have your customer service voice on.
Yeah.
But when you're in that house, that your spouse is going to catch everything. If you're having a good day, your spouse is going to catch that. If you're having a hell day, she's going to catch that, or he, she, it, they, them, whatever. They're going to catch that. So if you can touch somebody and make them smile, and maybe when they go home that day, maybe it won't be so hard.
Yeah, I love it.
I
love it.
Spread the love.
I love it. Thank you for that. And Pepper Bay, appreciate you saying that, man. Those are words from the heart. And for the people out there that have had a chance to meet Farmer Jay in person, just know that he is the same guy. Genuinely, as you see right here on the video. It's cool to wrap your arms around him, and I'll tell you what, Pepper Bay, it'll be hard to wrap your arms around and pick that guy up. But
I'm down.
Anyways, you're a great guy. But hey, let's move along into this. I'm gonna hold up a couple things.
All right.
Sauces and whatnot, man. This guy's known for some killer stuff.
Here we go. We're gonna hold up a couple things and we're gonna talk about it. Right? Here's this. Boom. What am I holding up here?
That's gonna be
friggin' Honey Boy. That was a good one.
That's Honey Boy Soy. It's a collab with Brandon Collins. What happened?
Yeah, who's that doing all of a sudden?
Hold on.
There was a ghost. Oh.
Who is it?
No.
No. Hold on. No, I think it's Pepper Bay.
Here, take me out now. Me too.
I think it's Pepper Bay. Yeah, was it Pepper Bay? Yeah, it was Pepper Bay.
Oh yeah, it wasn't him.
Okay, so Pepper Bay, you there? You're gonna have to come back in, bud. All right, so look, Pepper Bay's gonna come out and come back in while we fix that. I apologize for that, but yeah, let's talk about this. This one right here.
Okay, Honey Boy Soy. So basically, I don't know if I gave Brandon that nickname or what. I just started calling him Honey Boy one day. But
I think
so
Jim gave me that nickname.
Jeff. So anyways, and that honestly, when I made that soy, I didn't even think about that nickname. Like I just typed that. I'm like, ooh, Honey Boy, and I was like, yeah. So I don't know how that pieced together in my mind. But I did a collab with Brandon does a honey pot every year, and he takes powder from the community and then mixes it up in a giant 5-gallon bucket or whatever size bucket it may be. And it's so funny watching him mix it because it's so freaking hard. It's hilarious. But anyway, so he mixes all this this powder from around the community and makes a honey. So I was doing soys, and I wouldn't. He's like, "Hey, what do you think about using some of the honey pot?" And I'm like, "Yeah, send me some." So he sent me some, and I can't remember how many bottles we sent out. It was like 75 different bottles of the Honey Boy soy, and it was pretty tasty.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it was one of the best. One of the
I
better
love
ones.
all of you. I love all of your soy sauces. You just need to keep doing those, man.
Yeah, like I said, let's keep moving on to the soys. What about this one right here? Do you remember this one?
Yeah, that's the UK chili queen, Sienna Wasim. Basically, I wanted to do something for her because if a lot of people don't realize it, they know that she's chili head famous and her persona is like that, but they don't understand when you meet Shahina in person, nothing's about her. Everything's about you. She wants to. How are you? How are things with you? So I wanted to do something that celebrated her because she's always concerned about everybody else. And y'all know Shin in person. That's exactly how she is. That's how person. So we ended up doing the the UK Chili Queen soy, and I asked her what her 5 favorite fruits were, and those were what we put in there. And I want to say there was cherries and mango. And guys, dealing with fresh mango sucks. And I love her to death. And I'll never do fresh mango again because I hate it.
What do you hate about fresh mango? The pit?
I hate dealing with it because, when you make a sauce, you usually go to the store and buy the ingredients because you have the inspiration, or you're walking around the store and you grab the ingredients and you're like, oh, yeah, mangoes, let's do that, And then you get home and you're like, okay, so these are hard. And you're trying to work with them and get it whittled down to something workable. But peeling mango sucks. 100%. Peeling mango sucks. So if I ever do mango again on anything, it's going to be pre-processed.
Yeah, there you go.
Non-organic.
I can tell you one thing, man. I've done a sauce with plum, believe it or not, as the main ingredient, and I did not get the first react within the first 3 days of fermentation. It was a very white sauce, and I was very worried about what the flavor content was going to be on the test. And as soon as like 7 days rolled around, it was a very purplish hue, and I was like, okay. Now we're good. So I totally know what you mean, man. Like dealing with fresh fruits and hoping how they ferment is definitely especially in 2-3 years ago, man. It was definitely the Wild West as far as that goes, doing flavor compositions and this and that. So, hey, man, every time you put something out there, somehow you've gotten it right. That's for darn sure.
All right.
Go ahead.
You pioneered a lot of really good ideas.
This next one that I wanted to show, I'm actually going to get my spoon out. I will be tasting this one because I haven't opened it yet. I thought it'd be a good idea to open it up with you right now. Let's talk about this one real quick.
Okay, so if you don't know who Jeff the Fireman is, and been in the community any
What are you doing?
more than 30 days, you're living under a rock. Get to know this man. He's generous, loving, caring. I could call him right now and be like, Jeff, I need somewhere to stay for 3 days. And he'd be like, okay, come on out. That's the type of person he is. Well, if y'all know Jeff, he's the chief of his fire department in Ferndale, California. And has been for several years, but he's also a masonry. That was his regular job. So he retired this year from his masonry, and he's just now still the chief of the fire department, but he's retired now. So I wanted to do something that was going to commemorate him and basically thanking him for his service, not only as in the Chili Head community, but also highlighting his firemen. So Yoso Bombero is I am a firefighter.
Basically. All right. So the red cap symbolizes a firefighter helmet, correct?
Correct. Now that wasn't done on purpose. It was an accident. So the first ones we dipped, I looked at Hope and I was like, that looks like a firefighter's helmet. I was like, I wonder if we can recreate that over and over. And we were able to do it with about 25 of them that looked like helmets, but the rest of them, it was just kind of like glob.
It was a great idea. I believe I'm going to go ahead and taste this one now. I've tasted all the other ones, and I will say that
Careful.
Excuse me. I don't know where that came from.
Just smelling
I will
it's
say
not
that
hot.
every single soy that you've released dating back to the original 7-Pot with the Honey Boy, the Queens, and even this one, they all have their own different and unique, delicious flavor. I can't wait to try this.
That was definitely no different.
Name an individual with more, cross, promotions as far as like businesses, and I dare you to name one more than Alpha and Omega, because it ain't gonna be there. It's Alpha and Omega all the way.
I don't know. Pepperfield.
Whoa!
No.
I gotta say, this might be the spiciest one by
Bro,
far
it's
that
hot.
I've had.
It's hot. It's hot.
Oh, but it's so good. What am I tasting here again, Jared? Did you do?
Okay, so basically, it's a normal 7-pot soy recipe, but as like I told you before, when we work with a collab with somebody, we either add something of theirs in or ask them for certain things. So with Jeff's, I doubled the amount of peppers. So we went from 7 pounds to 14 pounds of peppers, and he also sent a few bottles of his Black Death tincture, and that was added during the cooking process.
Holy shit!
Yeah, no wonder it's hot. That
It's
So
Oh my god! I'm so
Tell you what.
scared to try that tincture.
definitely the spiciest of the soys that I've
it's
had.
good though.
yeah, well, as we all know, as we all know, Jeff is no sucker for heat, and he likes his heat. So we had to bring it the best we could.
Yeah,
It's
you
absolutely
came with
delicious.
it, man. Like I said, I usually go through a bottle of that soy sauce in about
Yep, that's
2
it.
or 3 weeks. But, that one, I still have like a full bottle of it because it's just so freaking.
I haven't even opened it. I got it in Portland last year, and Jeff looked at me. He's like, "Chris, listen, only do 1 drop." And I was like, "Get the fuck out of here!" I've been scared ever since to try and hit it.
Just so everybody knows, this is a TVMA show.
Perfect opportunity.
Just so everyone knows, this
Yeah.
is TVMA. Please, if you're under the age of 18, go ask Mumsy and Dadsy if you can watch the show.
I apologize. I was raised by a sailor. What are you gonna do?
No, you're all right.
I do have some little bit of bad news along as far as our recipes. Now that we are going and hitting the mainstream audience.
Well, hold on. Now that's before. I hate to interrupt you because that
You're
was
good.
one of my big questions I wanted to talk about. So can we dive into that? What you
We
wanna
could
go
dive
main-
into whatever you want.
Yeah, and then
Tell us.
so obviously finish what you were saying along with the answer to this question. But you're going mainstream. You've partnered. You've collaborated. You've done stuff. Tell
Yeah.
us about it.
I've been making relationships and trying to. Guys, I'm gonna be honest with you. I have 4 daughters at home, and I have one that lives with her mom, and I have a hefty amount of child support on her. Hope and I are not rich by any means of the imagination. We both work full time. She goes to school as well. We have 4 daughters and 2 in diapers, so we don't have a lot of money. We do the best we can, and fortunately, I make a good wage. But I came to her 3 weeks ago, and I said, I want to do this. I want to swing for the fences. I think that I can get a loan and have an extended payback on it. What do you think? And she's like, if you can get the loan, let's do it. So we get secured the loan. I was freaking so stoked. And we started going. We got our labels done, printed. That was expensive. We got our bottles. That was expensive. We got our banner made. That was expensive. And I'm just swinging for the fences, guys. That this is our shot. And then we're gonna go see. We're gonna carry up. I want to say 100 and something bottles of sauce and to a festival and see if we can swing it.
Wow, yeah.
Absolutely.
Hell yeah.
Absolutely, dude.
You know what happens when you swing for the fences? Sometimes you knock it out of the fucking park, man.
All right, so I'm gonna say this, and I'm not trying to be a Debbie Downer or anything, because this is exactly how I look at it. If I go up there and do not even sell a bottle of sauce, and I walk away with 100 and something sauces to be able to share with my friends when I get home, I'll look at Hope and say, at least I was able to try.
Yeah, man.
100%. Because at least you tried, brother. 100%.
You miss 100% of the swings you don't take, man.
Yeah, exactly. Wayne Gretzky.
Wayne
Gretzky. So basically, that's what I'm doing. I'm swinging for the fences. It's either going to fly or not, and you know what? That's okay, regardless, because you've got to take risk. Because if you don't take a risk, you're never going to be rewarded.
Well,
I love you, Anna.
There's
100%.
my beautiful wife coming out. She must be out there watching. We love you, Anna. She says she's proud of you. We're all very proud of you, Farmer Jay. So real quick before I let my co-hosts go to town on you, I had one last question for you, man. For me, at least. And what does the future hold? Well, it's kind of a two-parter. What does the future hold for Alpha and Omega sauces, and where can one go to get Alpha and Omega sauces if they want one?
Okay, so here's the deal, and it's we are bottling under cottage law, so we are reduced to the state of Arkansas as far as sales wise. We are going to be at a festival in Mountain View, Arkansas, the August 18th and 19th, slinging sauces up there. One could come by if they wanted to drive a few hundred miles and stop by and see us, and if they want to do that. Other than that, the way to get my sauces is you've got to be my friend. So, that's where we drop all our extra sauces. Anything we have left over, we drop it on our Facebook page. So until we go 100% national legal or worldwide legal, you either got to be my friend or you've got to come see me.
Be local, yeah.
Because regardless of what I want to do in life, we're going to follow the rules, because one little fine will put us back to never be able to do it again.
Yeah, man. Absolutely. True. All right. Brandon.
CYA, man. CYA is important.
So Brandon, I'm gonna pass it on over to you.
Cover
Man.
your ass.
You said you had a million questions you'd like to ask Jared earlier. Go ahead, man. Do you have any questions you'd like to ask our buddy before we start getting spicy tonight?
Yeah, I've got one.
Okay, thank you.
So,
Try me.
Are you ready for Honey Soy 2.0?
Oh.
Okay, honey, what?
Honey Boy Soy 2.0.
2.0.
Oh, yeah. All right. So let me be perfectly honest for you before I give you my answer. I will completely agree to do Honey Boy Soy 2.0. When will it happen? I make no promises. I am behind. I'm behind. I've got the atomic soy to make. I've got
the atomic soy. What?
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
I got the atomic soy to make. I've got the hell sauce to make, and then we're gonna be making 100 something bottles to carry for this festival.
Yeah.
So, and we also just got gentleman's agreement to getting in on a one of our favorite food truck is called CJ's Cajun Station, and And we were up there ordering food the other day, and I was like, "Hey, man," I was like, "I got a question for you." I said, "I make a sauce called Bayou Verde, and it's got Cajun spices in it. I think it'll go great with your food." I said, "What do you think about me giving you a few bottles, and you can give it out to your customers for free, see if they like it or not?" He said, "You know what?" And he said, "Just bring me a couple of cases. I'll stock it in my window, and you can sling it out my front window."
Oh yeah.
Nice.
So we made a handshake.
Yeah.
He said, "Come over to the house. We'll sit down and talk about it." But that means come over, have a beer, and then we'll yeah, Atomic Soy. Yeah, Atomic Soy. That
Then
after the festival, and we get that under our belts, we'll make the Atomic Soy.
oh yeah,
So-
man. Yeah,
but-
and you know.
So
we
yeah,
got-
I'm down, Brandon. I just need to make time.
We got
Man.
a little project we're working on behind the scenes in Chasey Capsaicin also. I'm doing
Mhm.
a majority of it, but these guys are also helping out too. So yeah, we got a lot of shit going on, man.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Pepper Bay or Brandon, anybody, you guys have any questions that you had in mind for Farmer
What?
Bay, or did
I tell you what, I got a big question. As a sports editor for the Los Angeles Journal, if nobody knew about that, I am that. Farmer Jay, in about 3 weeks, football season's about to start. Do you want to pledge your allegiance to a specific football team before we start that season?
I'm no offense to everyone who loves the National Football League. I am not a fan, unfortunately. I know. I'm not trying to slap anybody. Personally, for me, I'm an NBA fan. I know Pepper Bay knows that.
What's your team as far as NBA goes?
I'm
Then
a Warrior, 100% through and through.
okay.
Yeah,
All right.
give me Steph Curry, Klay Thompson, CP3. Give me Kumunga. Give me all those guys. I'm there.
All the
Yeah.
sports ball guys.
Yeah.
talk to Brandon
So
about
I'm a huge
football.
NBA fan. Now I will tell you this: back in the day when I did watch NFL, I'm a little bit older than you guys, but Mom and I used to watch Troy Aikman and Emmitt Smith with the Dallas Cowboys. So
All right.
that was a long, long time ago. But and then
I got tickets to go see the Cowboys versus Jets on September 14th, I think.
yeah, so that'd be fun with the few QB swapping that's been made lately.
I'll see the Chargers play the Cowboys at SoFi as well this year. We'll see how that goes. So.
But I follow the NFL trades and this and that. I don't know a lot of the guys anymore because a lot of the guys that I watched growing up have retired.
No
The
way.
the Deion Sanders and Bo Jacksons, they're all gone.
Yeah, and John Elway.
There you go, John
That's
Elway.
Denver doing. No, nobody's pretty much Denver.
Well, all right, ladies and gentlemen, if you have if you're watching, we do got about 9-10 viewers right now. If you guys are watching, and if you have any questions that you would like to ask Farmer Jay while he's here, please type it in the chat. I'm sure we can pop it up. He can answer any questions you have about Alpha and Omega Sauce or just about life. He's a guy that can just talk
Man,
about
he is a person just talk about
Well,
life.
here's our first question right here. What about Brett Favre? Again,
Favre.
I'm just kidding. That's not really a question. Well, Brett Favre is the man, Groovalavi Squirrel Medic.
Is
he is the man.
Is he?
Is he though?
Is he?
All right, so this is what we had planned for tonight. So usually,
Even a non-football fan, Brandon was like, I don't know, is he? I don't know.
I believe we are on episode 6 of this season, and I believe we had a goal of this season of actually getting 500 League of Fire points
yeah.
combined. We're on episode 6, I believe, and we are at like 300 points.
It's ridiculous.
Doing pretty good.
We've been pushing it pretty hard. We're about to get into smart challenges. I don't believe we're getting crazy with challenges tonight. I only
Next
believe-
week.
I think that I'm the only one doing a League of Fire challenge tonight. Am I wrong?
No, you're right.
Fire challenge you want to do?
What? Unless Farmer Jay pulls out something that we don't know about.
Farmer Jay's got something.
Yeah, I'll do a little something with you.
What is that?
What?
All right.
Oh, he's got an orange. Aren't you glad it's not orange?
Good
Real
one.
quick, I
Will
will
you get
say
me a
that
knife,
that's
please?
a
I
challenge.
appreciate you.
That's a challenge from our good friends right here over at Old Agnes Store.
Yeah, Old
Go check
Agnes
them out.
Store.
We're not
shout
sponsored. We're not
out.
sponsored by Old Agnes Store, but we do like to give them shout outs. We love Old
Even
Agnes.
Michelle, they're freaking
They're the
they make
best.
some of the best stuff. They're so nice. You know, we're not sponsored by them.
We're not
Also,
sponsored by Old Agnes.
They give. Have you ever gotten a Steve or Michelle hug? The best.
The best.
Oh,
Like
dude.
for real,
They'll give
dude.
me a hug. The first time I met Michelle,
They'll wrap you up and let you go.
All right, so
actually
Pepper
cried.
Bay, real quick.
This is so
Pepper Bay,
good.
are you you're not doing a challenge, correct?
No. Next week I might be setting a world record though.
You want to talk about that or no?
I mean, it may or may not be a late for work challenge. It's going to be a world record. You might want to tune in. Oh my God.
All right, so Farmer Jay's, he's going to be doing that orangey glad. He's getting that ready, opening it up.
That is such a delicious
Just
freaking
make sure you
It's
keep that
so
on. Make sure you keep
good,
that
dude.
on camera for
Oh.
a second. We're about to read off disclaimers. And Brandon, you are not doing a challenge.
No, I can be your timer though.
Okay, so look, I'm going to be doing a late for work challenge tonight. The building blocks of heat. The building blocks of heat. My wife had what was in these level 1. I think Jason Pettibone is in here. If he wants to, he can write out what's in each one of these levels. I believe the last one I read was a Carolina Reaper infused chocolate block with pumpkin spice.
It's
Yeah, I think that's what it is. Yeah.
Yeah, so that's going to be interesting. A pumpkin spice. Oh, wait, she
pumpkin
has it.
spice.
yeah.
Is good.
So look, real quick, guys.
Jason might need to make a whole bar coming into Halloween.
Real
What?
quick, I want to go over what this is real quick. The first piece is habanero pepper and milk chocolate mint. It's going to be delicious. Second piece is ghost pepper and peanut butter chocolate. Third piece is scorpion pepper and peppermint. The fourth piece is Carolina Reaper pepper and pumpkin spice. I can't wait to try it. Farmer Jay has the Orangey Glad. It's almost not hot. That is a orange white chocolate
so
wafer. And it's supposed to be really good. I haven't had that one yet. So the rules for Farmer Jay, you just got to eat that thing. And I think it's a 3-minute afterburn. Can you check that up? Can someone check that up real quick?
He's not worried about that afterburn.
Well, we could just stay. Yeah, we could just stay on it. Like that. All right, but I do know that once I open these
2 minutes.
Okay, so it's a 2-minute afterburn after that orange.
He's like, you give me 14 minutes, bro. I'm not worried.
It's 1 minute. So, Brandon, if you got my time, it's 1 minute after I show you my mouth after each piece.
I can do
And
that.
I believe it's a 4-minute afterburn after the last piece. So
1 minute
here we
timer.
go.
I got you.
Oh,
You got
Oh,
a 2 minute timer.
Oh,
there's two packages in there.
Pepper Bay, you got a timer or no?
I can have a timer. What do I need?
Yeah, you need 2 minutes for FJ.
Well, they're color
when he
coded.
opens, shows an open mouth, give him a timer.
Yeah, they're
there.
color coded.
2 minutes?
Pull your phone out again.
Yes, sir.
I got it. Whew.
Are there 2 challenges in here?
Somebody show me their open mouth.
Are there 2 challenges in here?
Yes.
Yeah, there's 2 challenges in each box.
I think
Oh, because you're supposed to multiples thereof, or is this all 1, 2 to 1?
No, all right. So one right in your hand is 1 challenge.
Okay.
Yep, that's one.
He sells 2 in 1 box.
Multiples thereof. Okay.
Oh, so I guess Zach's getting 2. He's
So I
getting 2.
start with.
Are you gonna do
start-
2 or
okay.
what?
I start with the yellow. I end with the red. Okay, cool.
Keep them on
Here we
camera
go.
once you
Open
open
this up.
them.
Well, yeah, finish the first one. I'll start the time. 2 minute timer between each one.
1 minute timer.
Okay.
I got that. Pepper Bay.
Yeah, and then it's a 4-minute timer when I'm done.
Okay, so I got the 4-minute timer set. Okay, I feel it.
Look how good they did. They're so
Got
good.
it.
All right, I'm gonna start with the yellow one.
Teamwork makes the dream work.
We got it figured out, guys.
Like right there for a second. Look at my wife. She's awesome, right?
Pepper Bay, you're doing FJ?
Oh yeah.
All right, so
Got
FJ
it.
just has to
4 minutes.
FJ just has to
2
eat
minutes.
his and wait 2 minutes.
2 minutes.
All right,
Got it.
hold on. Let me open this up.
And I got one.
No,
minute.
don't, Jack. Disclaimer.
Oh
Disclaimer.
yeah. Dude, I'm so sorry.
Zachary.
You're not gonna.
All right, so yeah,
You got Jared.
I was about to be like, thank you, White Hand, for handing him chocolates.
I appreciate you. I appreciate you, Farmer Jay. I, Zachary Gooten, over 18 years of age with sound mind, have read and understood the hot sauce product disclaimer on the League of Fire website. In summary, I accept the League of Fire. Their suppliers and manufacturers will under no circumstances be responsible for or liable for any claims of injury or damage arising me from consuming this product or multiples thereof. I acknowledge and agree to this act without question. All right.
I, Jared Smith, am over the age of 18 years of, or over 18 years of age and sound mind and have read, understood the hot sauce product disclaimer on the League of Fire website. In summary, I accept that the League of Fire, their suppliers and manufacturers will under no circumstances be responsible for or liable for any claims of injury or damage arising from me consuming this product or multiples thereof. I acknowledge and agree to this fact without question.
All right. Thank you, Farmer Jay, for joining me tonight. Appreciate you, Pepper Bay and Brandon, for keeping times. He says this first one is like an Andy's mint with a habanero kick. I can't wait to try it.
All righty, you
All
guys
right,
ready?
let's do it, Farmer
This is
Jay.
going-
Oh, yeah.
Mmm.
So good. You
All right, automatic heat levels. Good. What are your heat level?
the Cajun.
Mmm. That's good.
Just delicious. All right, Farmer Jay, what's your heat level so far?
Not
A 0.2? A 0.01?
I don't feel it.
For those who don't know, Farmer Jay's tolerance is crazy ridiculous. So that the
So this
realistically, so the orange shouldn't be too much of a challenge for him.
So this one is a ghost pepper and peanut butter chocolate after 1 minute.
Ah,
Nice.
Open mouth on the 2 minutes, Farmer Jay. Got you.
How does that taste, Farmer Jay?
it is so fabulous. Do you remember the Dreamsicles when we were kids?
Oh, yeah.
It's like the Rice Krispie version of that.
Oh, yeah.
So good.
The orange
When-
flavor is real nice.
When they let us try that in San Diego, oh
Filipino now!
You're good to go, Zach.
yeah, when they let us know that it was gonna be a Rice Krispie layer in San Diego, and they let some of us try it, it was like, oh my god, that for real, taste wise, like the nougat, to be kidding me, was delicious. And the orange, if it's not a first, it's got to be a close second on best. Like, and not for nothing, Farmer Jay, but the Cap Gun is right up there with those two as well on best. Best tasting challenges. The fact that tincture was
This balsamic vinegar.
balsamic vinegar, that was a game changer. I did that on an empty stomach with Midge, and I thought I was in for like one hell of a road. Not to say it wasn't hot, but at the same time, like that, gosh darn delicious. That's what it was.
That was all fun overthrow there, man. He was amazing.
I finished off the bottle while we were live on the chat with Jif. So I mean, why not? You're not going to use it again, right?
When in Rome.
This next one is a scorpion pepper and peppermint.
How's that heat, Jared?
I want to say that I'm at like a 1.
You
It's
got
just,
10 seconds left, Jared.
Yeah, it's not all that crazy.
It's not, and that's what I was explaining earlier to Travis. You know, there's such good entry level challenges
The
now.
chocolate.
You did it, Jared.
Hey,
Woo!
The quality of this chocolate is amazing.
Yeah,
Like,
Hey, just think about the flavor
tempered
of
and
the
everything,
last one,
Zach.
Really good.
Huh?
The flavor
Tempered
on
and
the
everything,
last
just
one.
like a super smooth consistency.
Yeah, it's beautifully made.
Consistency.
That
Yeah.
scorpion pepper one
Yeah.
had a really good kick to it. I'm starting. To
Jason knows what he's doing. I can't wait to try that firecracker next week, man.
Hey, you got 4 minutes on this last one,
Can
right?
I smell it? Can I smell
She
it?
said, "What are you eating, Legos?" This
What are you eating, Legos?
So Chilipino, these is actually a League of Fire challenge called the Building Blocks of Heat.
Yeah, it goes habanero,
Ghost pepper, scorpion pepper,
ghost
Carolina
scorpion,
Reaper pepper.
and Carolina Reaper. Building
And
blocks.
I'll be doing multiples thereof.
All right, cool. I'm down. Hey, so it's 4 minutes, right? Go ahead.
Yeah. All right. Here is that
Right?
a minute?
4 minutes. 4 minutes.
Yeah, 4 minutes.
All right, I got you. Show an open mouth. Punk. Oh, you're getting a little sweaty. There, bud. You're getting a little sweaty. Got you. 4 minutes.
Yeah.
You're getting a little sweaty there, Zach.
Woo! Hey, that last one. First of all, they
The
all
flavor.
taste exactly how they are supposed to.
Good.
The first one has a delicious mintiness to it. The second one is an absolute peanut butter joy. The third one is also pepperminty. Has a really good scorpion kick to it. And this Reaper one that I'm eating right now with the pumpkin had a great pumpkin flavor to it, and it's whooping my ass.
It's pretty good. The last one is pretty good. Hey, so
Look at your goosebumps.
these
Yeah.
blocks,
I got
right? These are,
goosebumps.
we'll get into it next week.
Ah.
For next week.
Real quick, I'm gonna be doing some spicy stuff on Monday and pretty much every day next week. And for the people that know what's coming on Monday, for those who know,
Bro. Luck for that.
Monday morning, I don't know when it's gonna happen, guys, but whenever I wake up, this is what's happening. So
What, you gotta brush your teeth and then rinse with the tea, right?
it's a tincture rinse first, and I believe it's the brush rinse. But there's specific instructions on here. I'll do it in the specific group, but I'll also have a screenshot view of that one
What's
as
up,
well
Farmer
when I
Jay?
do it.
It's a 3 minute. It's a 3 minute afterburn after the building blocks, and you only have 1 minute to start your next challenge.
Oh, okay. So it's a 3-minute afterburn, not a
Yeah,
5 minute.
I didn't want you to screw yourself up thinking it's a 4. It's 3 minute afterburn, but you only have 1 minute to start your next set of
Gotcha.
building blocks.
Gotcha.
Good looking out. Good looking out. We'll just you got 1 minute left, Zach.
So when that gets down to 1 minute left, I can start my next one.
Yeah.
Yep.
Where's Jason friggin' Pettibone on that?
He's there. He's here.
Definitely a guitar and
I
spoon.
got a
Super
little
enjoyable
sticker
what it
with it.
sounds like.
I also got
I
a
like
League of
their
Fire
little-
trading card.
Nice.
Who'd you
Mine
get?
was empty.
The Brownie Boy Berlant.
Nice.
What? No card?
Yeah.
No. But I think honestly, I think this was a gift.
All right.
Oh, there you
So-
We're gonna move into this next one here soon.
Yep. 22 seconds there, Zach.
Hey, Farmer Jay,
Can I get some paper towel?
Farmer Jay, if you could collab with anybody in the community right now, who would it be, and one that you haven't collabed with before?
That's a good question.
Go ahead, Zach.
All right,
You
we're
can start
moving
the
on.
next
Hold
challenge,
on.
bud.
Yeah, we're moving on. Give me a sec.
I'm gonna reset for your 1 minute here.
All right, here we go. We're gonna start with the yellow.
That-
Troy Primo.
Troy Primo.
Yes, oh my
Good
God.
answer.
Yes,
Good
you
answer.
let me know when that sauce comes out, and I'm fucking buying one for sure. Oh my God.
Hell yeah. Hey,
All
That
right,
would
moving
be-
on to-
Hey,
let's
moving on
make
to
it happen,
multiples
What's
guys
that new
in the
pepper?
chat, tag Troy Primo.
The Carolina Creeper?
All right.
You
Here
ready,
we go.
bud?
There's
Going
the
on to
Ender
the
Creeper,
second
ain't it?
challenge. I'm gonna eat this. Here we go.
Get it, Zach.
I want a full bar of that. Oh. Mm-hmm. So good.
What's Farmer Jay? What's a flavor profile that you've never worked with that has always intrigued you? Maybe.
Curry.
I know me personally, I'm working on I just realized recently that Joshua trees can be harvested of fruit. I had no idea. I've lived here 6 years, never knew Joshua trees made fruit. Any specific pairing that you've never tried before that you've always wanted to try?
Curry, 100%.
Oh, curry sauce. Right on. You might want to hit up
Oh yeah, hit up
KTV. Oh shit, we did it at the same time. You might want to get
Hey, if you haven't tried that, Jared, 10 out of 10.
Oh yeah. I finished a bottle in like a day.
for sure. Delicious.
Crazy.
What is cardamom also called? Anybody here know that?
No.
It's also called cilantro, guys. Cilantro. Cardamom is also cilantro.
Am I good?
Yeah, you're good. Go.
This is the peanut butter one, and it's great.
Coriander.
Mm.
Coriander, that's what I meant to say.
Cilantro.
What did I say?
Cardamom.
Cardamom. I meant coriander. My apologies.
Wow, that is so good. That peanut
Got you.
that peanut butter one.
Yeah, curry, man. That just
Curry.
Our
Man,
buddy,
curry is
Adam
just a fun
Rawl,
gist in general.
Tandoori.
So I'm looking here at the Building Blocks of Heat table right now. Shout out to Corky Fernando, 5-pack.
Yeah.
She's at number 1 spot right now. Right behind her, we all know Mr. Chili Cuber himself. And then Higher on Fire, and then Dylan late for work. And then 5th spot is going to be Hot Sauce Guy, Stephen Edwards. Nice, guys. Shout out to all y'all.
Oh, yeah.
Building Blocks
to
of
post
Heat.
my
But, hey,
video.
this is my first late for work challenge, and the hype is real. Delicious chocolate. He makes. But look. This was in the Texas heat for days. Held up its shape and everything.
Yeah.
Should we talk about a little bit what happened with the League of Fire cards and what the colors and all that point system means?
Sure.
If you want to, go ahead, man.
I mean, if anybody's curious.
So here, I'll tell you guys about it. League of Fire is no longer going to be making the hero cards. They're not going to be printing them after August 31st. Instead, they're going to start a new thing where they will print cards for the top 100 for the season. And depending on your rank in the top 100, it depends on if you're like 1 to 5 star level chili head. Which is pretty freaking cool because Honey Boy is going to get another freaking card. I'm in like the top 50.
I was one of the first people to do a late for work challenge, and it was the Scorcher Torture.
Scorch.
It was a good one.
Go ahead, Zach.
All right, last one. 4-minute afterburn. Or 3 minutes.
Yeah, I think by the end of the season, all 4 of the co-hosts on
Like it?
Friday Night Fire should be in the top 50, I believe. As long as I get my rear in gear, you know what I'm saying?
I still got like points I haven't submitted yet.
Right,
Oh well, as long as you submit those points, Brandon, you're no problem. Next week should be put me over the top, but I'll still do some challenges next week anyway on top of it to make sure. So
I will say, absolutely divine.
Yeah, the pumpkin spice one, the flavor of it is magnificent.
Such a great job from Late for Work. Go check them out, guys.
Very like real pumpkin spice flavor, or like fabricated, or
no, it's legit. It's like
that's dope,
dude. It's good. It's a good flavor.
Very tasty.
Yeah, whoever they're getting their flavoring from or whatever, that stuff's good.
I also do have to highlight since we're talking about the Building Blocks of Heat. The last 40 sets are on Late for Work's website right now, and then they will be moving on to the Building Blocks of Heat 2.0.
There you go. Thank you,
There you
Jared.
go.
I appreciate that, man. I need
get them while you can.
The Bites V2, I've got it.
I may have misspoke on the number on the website, but I know that the last ones are
All the
posted right now.
controversy. I don't know if I'm going to be doing it. I don't really support that kind of drama.
No. Brandon, the late for work ones, the building blocks, not the bites.
Oh, I didn't know. Maybe that's what he was talking about.
Yeah.
Groovy,
All right, so
what were you talking about?
The late for work building blocks of heat. This is the last run of them. They're on the website now.
Oh, so they're going to be a second one.
Yeah, they'll be moving on to the version 2.0.
I will say it's actually moving its way down to my gut. I can feel it nice and warm in my gut. Definitely moving down now.
What would you put up between 1 and 10, brother?
I think the hottest I think I reached was probably a 4 or 5, really.
Oh,
it didn't really
well,
push
that's
me
still a solid challenge at a 5.
Yeah, no, it didn't push me to my ultimate limits, but I got this one coming up.
So they started putting badges on her and stuff.
And I'm actually kind of
25
scared of
pounds
this one.
running, on 20 different league tables.
The reason for what? I'm scared.
Got
The
2
reason.
times.
Apparently there's a reason.
You should be saying, the reason.
Yeah.
I'm scared.
No, see, he was talking about the bites too. It's fine.
Man.
Oh, the reason you're late for work. Ah.
Yeah, this challenge right here is what he was
Yeah.
talking about. I might do it eventually.
All right, ladies and gentlemen,
Boom! Congratulations, Zach.
that completes my multiples thereof of the building blocks of heat.
How many points did we get tonight? That's
How many
2
points
plus
is the building blocks worth?
3 points, I think.
3.
So it's
2.
No, it's 2 points. Zach got 4 points. I got
7 altogether?
4, 5. I think 5 points?
5 points.
7 altogether?
Extra
5
one.
points altogether.
One.
Yeah, 5 points altogether tonight. Not too bad.
You don't get 3 for the second one?
I don't think so.
You don't get a consecutive extra one for
I don't think
doing
number
the
2. I
multiple?
think you have to.
It
do
was
3.
the first one's 3 points. Don't you get 3 points for the second one?
No, the first one's 2 points, guys.
2 points each.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
2 points.
5
each,
points
man, but it's all
altogether.
right. Hey, another 5 points added to the tally of League of Fire points. Oof.
Well, guys, thank you. It's been it was humbling being
man.
invited.
Absolutely. I wanted to say thank you so much for Farmer Jay for coming on. We
Yeah,
appreciate it.
thank
I want to
you,
say
man.
also a really long extended gratitude to Hope for putting up with us. Looks like she was staying there. We love you, Hope. We didn't get to talk to you much.
Hope's
I
a
know
killer
you-
friggin' poker player, man.
She is a killer poker player. Is there
This is true.
anything that you would like to say before we get going, Farmer Jay or Hope?
I want to say thank you. Thank you for all the years of support and friendship that the Chili community has given us. If it wasn't for the people that came back and repeated people that wanted the soy and the creamsicle dreaming and all the different stuff that we were creating, then I would have never swung for the fences like I did. So thank you for possibly changing my entire existence.
Hell yeah,
Thank you,
man.
everybody. Same
do it
goes
for
for you,
us
buddy.
every day,
Same
man.
goes for you. Thank you too.
We could sit here and thank each other all night, I think.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
On that note, I love you guys. I hope you all have a fantastic evening. Each one of you all have built a personal relationship with over the past 3 years. Maybe some better than others, and some may be different than others. But I can tell you this, guys, and I'll tell anybody this anytime: if one of us wins, we all win, and it doesn't matter. So if Goot wins, I win. Same forth for Honey Boy. If we pull something and we knock it out of the park, then we all won.
Oh, yeah, buddy.
And I 100% believe that.
Well.
All right. So
Well, thank you.
me and
buddy.
Hope, we're
Have a
out.
Good night, guys. We love you.
Love you, buddy.
Stay safe.
We out.
All right, so that's Farmer Jay. That was our guest for the night. Thank you, everybody,
What
that
a
stopped
great
by
dude.
tonight. Thank you, everybody that stopped by tonight. I just want to thank my co-host Brandon and Pepper Bay for being here every week. We do appreciate it. And one thing we didn't get to mention tonight is our other co-host Midge he was busy We didn't get a chance to get Midge on tonight. We hope he's doing well.
He's working,
And also-
man. Slinging that sauce.
Gotta
Everybody
sling
that
that
sauce.
sauce.
Yeah,
Preach
man.
a sauce.
Also, a real big apology to Johnny Scoville. He's been backstage this whole time. We didn't have enough time to get him on here.
Sorry, Johnny.
Sorry, Johnny. We'll try to get you on next week. And these shows are
So
only
sorry,
designed-
Johnny.
These shows are only designed to last an hour. This one has lasted an hour and 15 minutes. Until next week, guys. Same place, same spot, same time. We will catch you guys on the
On the flip.